Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. I am Khadija Denise, and this is the Awkwardly Funny Podcast. Or if you're joining me on YouTube, I guess it's one of the same. Khadija Denise, whatever, you know, all that good stuff. So I do have to get better with promoting my other channel. Well, not other channels, but other media, I guess. So if you follow me on the podcast, please go ahead and click on that link and follow me on YouTube so that you can see my beautiful face as I deliver these messages to y'all. And if you are watching my beautiful face already, go ahead and subscribe to the podcast. Available everywhere. I will leave the link below. So enough of all of that promoting myself stuff. Oh my gosh, I don't even have a list. What's wrong with me? So if you didn't notice, I don't have any braces anymore. Well, if you listen to them, of course you wouldn't notice. But I'm getting used to not having my braces, and to be honest, having the retainers are a little bit more of a nuisance than having braces. I can eat whenever I want when I have braces. So with my retainer, I can only have them out like 2 hours a day. So with me trying to focus on being in a deficit, in a surplus, depending on what day it is, it's kind of difficult. So anywho, hopefully I don't have lipstick on my retainer. But anyway, if I do, y'all will still love me as I am, right? So without further ado, today I would like to talk about I am done with these Negroes, okay? I am done with these Negroes, these African Americans, blacks, whatever you want to call them. I am tired of these niggas. I'm tired of them. I am so done with black men. Like, I'm so done with black men. And it's just because I'm tired of arguing with them. I'm tired of competing with them. I'm tired of hearing these conversations about, well, what is a man's role and what is a woman's role, and women need to be submissive and women need to be feminine and men need to be masculine. Man, shut the hell up. I'm tired of everybody. I'm tired of people having these same conversations, bro. Like, seriously, dead ass. Stick what works for you. If you're dating somebody and he's a little zesty or whatever and it works for you, you could be like JT and Uzi Burt. Like, you know, if it works, it works. But me, myself, I prefer someone, you know, who's masculine. I feel safe. And that way I can rest in my feminine energy. Doesn't even have to be a intimate relationship, right? So even when I have guy friends and I'm out and I'm hanging out with them, I don't have to worry about anything because I know they're gonna take care of everything, right? So that just goes without saying. So point blank period, I don't want to hear about that anymore. There will never be a conversation that I will have on my podcast because it has been beaten to death like a dead horse in a Western movie. I don't want to hear anything about female gender roles, all that good stuff, right? But the reason that I say that I'm done with black men, like and I know there's an exception to every rule, right? And so I know if some black men see this and they always like to say that black women are bitter and this, but it's none of that for me. I'm just tired of y'all. I'm tired of y'all just being sneaky and just lying and just either you're whack as hell. Like, I met this dude because I don't really date or whatever. So I'm just like, I'm just going to hang out because I'm not looking for anything serious. And so if I do hang out with anybody, it's just going to be platonic. We can hang out, have a good time, grab some food, whatever. This nigga going to tell me, well, you know, we can grab some coffee. Coffee. Is this a business meeting? Is this an interview? Is this somewhere I'm gonna sit down and go over my resume? See, the thing about it is I've heard this on TikTok with this is called a buffer date to see if someone likes you enough in order for them to take you on a real date. Man, fuck you, bro. Like, if you don't think us having a conversation, and the thing about it is we don't just automatically have to go to the most expensive thing or the most extravagant place. It can just be like a cute little happy hour, bar food. It ain't gotta be nothing like that, right? But I'm like, oh, so I call him out on. I was like, so, oh, you don't want to spend our money, huh? I don't care, it's his money, but at the same time, like, if you cannot afford to date and you pressed about money when you're dating, please stop fucking dating, bro. Damn, Damn. Niggas are like, I've hung out with all type of ethnic groups of men, races, whatever. Tomato, tomato. Niggas are the only niggas worried about money, bro. Shut the fuck up. I'm tired of hearing about it. If you cannot afford to date, if this little $20, $30 is gonna cost you your life if you don't hear from me again, because my thing is, if you are reaching out to me and you're engaging in conversation with me, that means you want some company, right? So if we go out somewhere and we have a drink or have a glass of wine, whatever, and just chit chat, I would have been cool with that. But it was the coffee for me. Like, this is our first initial conversation. There was no FaceTime. There was not even like a phone conversation. We're just texting. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? See, that's how I know y'all ain't got no game, bro. This is what you do. If you meet somebody and you like them, y'all have good conversation. That means you need to be consistently talking to this person, right? Every day. Couple phone calls, couple FaceTime. And then at that point in time, you're going to know if someone is interested in you by the conversation that you have, things of that nature. So don't get me wrong. Like, I've been on like Tinder, Hinge, you know, all of them, Facebook. I've met dudes everywhere, right? And we have good energy. And if I decide, and we both decide rather, that we want to hang out, like, I kid you not, I've had conversations with guys that I've met online, and we will talk for hours. And he's like, what are you doing right now? Like, put some clothes on. Like, let's go out. Let's go do something. That's how you know, like, niggas ain't pressed about money. Like, please stop it, y'all. Please stop it. This whole beta male, alpha male, simp shit, it got y'all out here looking crazy. Y'all looking foolish, right? Because when I called dude out on it, he was like, well, if you want somebody to spend money on you because I want you to court me, you say you're trying to get to know me, right? I don't want to meet you for coffee. And the place that I live right now, for me to meet him, it would take me minimum 45 minutes minimum for me to meet him, because he's not coming to my house, obviously, because I do live like in a more rural area now. So I'm not driving no 45 minutes to have no fucking coffee. Like, I'm not doing that. It's just crazy to me. And so his response was, well, if you want somebody to spend money on you, then I want you to have what you want, but it just won't be me. I'm just like, I'm done with the conversation. I wanted to reply because I had a little bit of time. I had a little bit, just a slight bit of time to check the fuck out of him. But I decided, yeah, why even put my energy into it? You obviously have this mindset that you have to spend money on women to take them on a proper date. If you ain't got it, just say you ain't got it. That's all it is. Like, the thing about it is, if somebody wants to date you, they're going to take you on proper dates. The point, the blank, the period. Even if you have to be upfront with somebody, like, hey, you know, I want to meet up with you, I want to hang out with you, but, you know, we on a budget. And if she's feeling you, like, I never feel like people should have a disguise, or what is it called? The mask. A representative of who they are, and then you get to know them, that's not who they really are, or that's not what they really have. And so then it leaves everybody disappointed. And now either one or two things are going to happen. Either one, this person is going to find out who you really are, and they're not going to like you, and they're not going to trust you, so therefore it's just doomed from the start because you already been lying. Or B, you're gonna try to keep up this facade of being something that you're not, and that shit is gonna be exhausting, and you're gonna be in debt. Okay? So if you just say, hey, like, I want to hang out with you, you know what I'm saying? I've literally had guys tell me, like, you know, man, I just paid all these bills, you know, I still want to kick it with you, like, let's do a little happy hour or whatever. I'm like, cool, bet. And most of the times, like, if he pays for the drinks or whatever, now it depends on the person. So if I'm like, we cool, you know, energy cool, I'll do it. But if somebody I'm not really interested in, you're not gonna cheap date me. I don't do cheap dates unless it's something that I don't feel like getting dressed up and stuff like that. But more times often than not, if someone's upfront with me and honest about their financial situation and I'm genuinely interested in getting to know them, I'm not gonna hold that against them. I'm like, oh, you're broke, nigga. I don't do that. And if someone does, why do you even want to date them anyway? If someone cannot see you for where you are and who you are and what you're trying to accomplish, now that's one thing. We not doing no look, black people love to snap our fingers when we're trying to remember something. We're not doing that shit, what's it called, y'all? Potential. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing blind potential out here in 2023, because people will sell you a drink. That's what my ex-husband did. Well, I want to do this and I want to do this, and then that nigga ain't do shit, bro. He ain't do nothing. So I say all this to say potential and someone who has goals that compares apples to oranges, right? Because if they're actively working on something they're trying to accomplish, so he might work at AutoZone, or I don't know why I said AutoZone, or whatever, you know, garbage truck man, but garbage truck man make good money. I don't know, man. Like, we need to get out of this whole glamorous, I want to do who work this type of job. Like, as long as he can provide for himself, whew, that's the most important thing. As long as a man can provide for himself, and if you're trying to have a family, you need to be able to provide for that family. We're not doing 50-50. We're not doing that. We're just not. I lived with this guy for 6 years. I didn't pay any bills. I had credit cards that was attached to his account, things of that nature. I paid for my car. At the time, I still had a car payment. My car payment, and that's it. But I saved money. So anytime that he needed money, or we needed money to do something like repair, because we were living in a house, he had a house, any repairs on the house, things of that nature, I wrote the check, gave him the money, transferred the money. So it needs to be a partnership. We're not just gonna be out here, and I still cook, clean, did laundry and all that type of stuff, and I didn't have to worry about anything. If it looked like I was less, if my air just went out a little bit in my tire, my car was up on somebody's ramp thingamajigger, they was checking the tires, the oil, everything. This man was a man. He took care of man shit. So I took care of woman shit. Like, I don't know what's so difficult about that. But I don't know. I don't even know how I got to that point. Oh Lord, can I bring it back in? Bring it back in, bring it back in. Oh, anywho. But, and to this day, he still be shooting his shot trying to get back, y'all. But we outgrew each other. And it was just like, and I think in my mind, I still kind of hold him as a standard to guys that I meet. Because I'm just like, His name is Marcus. So if Marcus ever sees this, I always have good things to say about him. And yeah, I've met really no one when it comes to more ethics. Just the way that he handled himself, the way that he handled me. Yeah, I might need to bring him to Africa. Nah, I'm good. Anywho, but I said all that to say, if someone doesn't just appreciate you for where you are, who you are, then why do you even want to be bothered? Now, not to say that you just need to just air out your dirty laundry, and because that's how people manipulate you. They figure out your triggers. When people are manipulators and they're trying to use you and just trying to prey on you, so be very careful with that. But at the same time, I'm always myself. Like, I'm a little bit goofy. Sometimes I'm a little bit moody. Like, I'm always Denise. Nobody that I've ever encountered, hung out with, like, it ain't no cap. Ain't no cap in my raps, y'all. Anybody that I've like genuinely dated or hung out with, they will always try to spin the block. Because what people fail to realize is everyone is not going to treat you the same, right? And so we always hear say grass is greener on the other side, and you giving up 80 for the 20, whoop, whoop. But honestly, I mean, I've had plenty of dates and interactions with men, and they more times than not try to spin the block. And the best compliment that someone can give me as a woman is, I just love your energy. I love being around you. Like, when somebody tell me that I'm dope, like, that's the dopest shit ever. Like, that's kind of corny, but it is. Looks fade. I mean, the more that, like, you, of course you have to be genuinely attracted to someone, but the more that you spend time with someone and you see how great of a person they are, you will become more attracted to them. Just think about it, like people that work together on movie sets or work together on albums, and even when you're co-workers, you spend a lot of time with these people when you're working, things of that nature, and you get to see, you know, the personality. If y'all go to happy hour, if y'all sometimes have lunch together. And so that's generally how that happens sometimes. If it's someone who you wouldn't typically be attracted to or even entertain, but you're spending time with this person because you're kind of forced to. You're getting paid to spend time with somebody, and you get to know them for the person that they are. And that's why a lot of times we see a lot of these office romances and movie romances on the set and all that type of stuff. So that's my theory, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. So I guess it's just facts, right? But back to these niggers, let me bring it back in. The reason why I am, and I think I should have just stuck on topic because I'm already 20 minutes in and I don't want this to be too long. Yikes, I've been talking. Oh, I've been adjusting the camera too, so it's not completely 20 minutes, so I got time. But anywho, so the reason why I am just done with black men, I'm just over it. Like, I'm tired of competing with black men for, I'm really not competing. They're competing with us. We're not competing with them. And it's so very sad. The next episode I definitely have to do is about passport bros. I have been watching this just unfold on social media, unfold online. But anywho, let me bring it back in. Oh child, let me bring it back in. So the reason that I'm like, I'm okay with just dying alone essentially, and I know that sounds kind of morbid, but I mean, we are going to die alone. You may have someone that's in your company, in your life, but essentially we are going to die alone, and I'm okay with it. I don't want to get to know anybody. I don't want to, if you have kids, I don't want to meet your kids. If you have parents, I don't want to meet your parents. I don't want to, I'm in a place where I don't want to do none of that shit, bro. I don't want to do the fake meet and greets with the family, and I don't want to do any of that. I just don't. I don't have the energy. I don't have the mental capacity. I'm emotionally unavailable to be dating. And a lot of people are. They just don't feel comfortable being alone, so they go out and date even though they don't even want to date. They just want somebody around. Like, the shit is crazy to me. It's crazy. But I digress once again. I am really just in a space of, I don't know where this dynamic shifted with black men and black women, but you only see us online arguing with each other. This dude called me a 3 on TikTok the other day, y'all. I commented and made a on somebody post or whatever. He replied to me and said, it's always the 3s talking shit. Of course, he didn't have a profile picture. You know what we do. If somebody comment on us, we go check them out or whatever. But I'm just like, dang, I've been called a lot of things, but never a 3. I thought I was at least like a 6.5, a 7, you know what I'm saying? I ain't think I was a 3, y'all. Just the things that black men say to me. I get more compliments from black women and other races of men than I get genuine compliments from black fucking men. And then they want to know what you bring to the table, and they want you to do all these tricks in the bedroom and suck their little dusty ass dick that they don't clean, don't go get checked. I'm just confused, y'all. Like, not, and I get it, it's an exception to every rule, but it ain't a lot of exceptions out there. And I don't care who, y'all can come for me in the comments, I don't care. It's not a lot of exceptions to that. I have this conversation with my mom, my dad, like, and they're older, 50-ish, 60-ish, and they're basically saying the same thing. There are no good, real men out there anymore. we don't have good role models. We got Future and Nick Cannon and Andrew Tate and I don't even want to, Kevin Samuels, I guess, rest in peace. I mean, death is death. It is what it is, but I ain't say it. I mean, what, you know what? No, Denisha, you wrong for that. But all of these influences, and that's why social media can be so detrimental. It could be a great thing. Find ways to meet new people, you know, discover things that you never thought existed. I ended up in some places taking buses and shuttles in different countries because I saw it on TikTok. So it's a great tool, but it's also detrimental because people are such sheep and they just follow. So if they hear a few things of the things that they think are true or right, they just follow along, and they just, it's, here we go, we got it. Now we got the passport bros, and we got the beta males, and we got the alpha males, and we got the red pill and the blue pill and the perk pill, Percocet. I don't know, I can't keep up. But I'm tired, bro. I'm literally really I can't even talk. I'm so tired. And I made calm down, slow down. And I made myself a glass of wine, but I didn't even drink it. But I'm gonna sip a little bit. But I digress. So over the weekend, I had this girl. Well, it was earlier in the year. Well, sometime last year. Let's be around. I'm gonna talk really fast because I don't want to keep this too long. So a little bit of story time. I just decided, like, he was kind of super corny and we were just not on the same page as the things that we wanted, the things that we wanted to experience. He didn't even have a passport. We can't rock. If you can't leave the country, I can't fuck with you, bro. If you cannot leave the country, I can't fuck with you. Period. Anywho, so I had this girl reach out to me like, hey, this is his girlfriend, whoop, and I don't know what he's been telling you, but he's full of shit. I'm thinking to myself, like, that is so sad. I didn't feel slighted because I had already blocked him. I knew he was full of shit. I knew he was full of shit. I knew he was trying to manipulate me. So things weren't adding up. Dang, I can't talk this morning. Some things were just not adding up. And so I'm just like, I'm cool on you, bro. Blocked him. Then I get the message. I'm like, girl, I don't even talk to him anymore. Fast forward to 2023. This girl reached out to me on Facebook. How she found me on Facebook, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe she went through his Facebook and saw that he tried to call me on Facebook. Because I'm telling you, when I was like, the curve was real. Curve. Skirt. Dad on a nigga. Anywho. And so she reached out to me on Facebook and like, hey, this person reached out and said that you have been trying, you called him and told him that I've been calling you and blowing you up, and he brought you up. First of all, why are you bringing me up to your girlfriend? You were already caught, because I'm sure she went through your phone. That's how you got she got my number and my Facebook, right? And I could have been so upset about that, like, why you got this bitch calling my phone? But she was very sweet, very polite, and I actually had a conversation with her. And I had in my mind this conversation of me just wanting to be like, because you could tell she was younger. And not to say only young people do things like that, but you can just tell she was younger just looking at her face. Because, I mean, she's looking at my pictures. I only looked at hers too. Y'all know how we did. And so I looked at the picture. I was like, oh, she's pretty. When I spoke to her, she was very polite, very respectful. And I just wanted to tell her, like, girl, you deserve so much better. You deserve so much better. You seem like you got a good head on your shoulders, very well spoken, very polite. And she was just like, well, you know, I knew he was full of shit, and I saw the pictures, because, girl, he had me all at the county fair, state fair, all type of stuff, girl. Pictures in his phone. She went through. I'm just like, can you imagine picking up your phone, picking up your Facebook, because she tried to call me on Facebook audio. So I was like, we can talk. And I had this conversation in my mind, just wanted to like kind of be a big auntie and just give her some words of advice. But I did change my mind, just because it's like, if she felt the need to reach out to me not once, but twice, but 3 times about this guy, I'm just like, she's not going anywhere. And that's unfortunate. Because this motherfucker ain't nobody to be DMing nobody about, calling nobody phone about. Y'all, he not. It's like, you can be an attractive person. He's attractive, but the more that I talk to you, and that anybody can agree with this. The more that you talk to someone, the less attractive they become when they say stupid shit and they do stupid shit. That's point blank, period. So yes, he's tall, very, very, very dark skin, beautiful skin, nice grade of hair, like, you know, little waves popping, whoop. But it was just the conversation, the lack of conversation, the lack of wanting to do anything more. Like, I'm just like, nah, this ain't gonna work for me. And now she's just, this girl literally texts me at like 6 o'clock in the morning. That means you probably went to bed thinking about me, sis. And I'm over here dreaming about moving to Africa. And you blowing up my phone about somebody who don't even deserve your time? It's crazy to me. Like, and I know we will say, well, other races and other people cheat. I don't know about them, because I don't date other races. I don't date white, Hispanic, Indian. I don't date outside of black. So I can't speak to that. I'm pretty sure there are some horrible trash ass people, but guess what? They protect their women. They're not out competing with their women. They're not out not providing for their women, asking them to go 50-50 on bills and then be a housemaid for their men. They're not doing that. They're not doing the same thing that black men are doing. So you can't don't compare when you don't compete. I'm really excited to do this Passport Bros episode. So I don't want to take this on too further because this is getting really, really long. But I sum all this up to say, there may be some good men out there. Hopefully they're with some good women who won't break their heart and have them out here with a podcast and a mic talking about how high value women and don't do this and how value men. I'm so tired of it. I'm so very tired of it. Like, these men, they think they can do whatever they want, and then they want women who don't have a lot of bodies, but then she has to be sexually experienced, know how to suck dick and all the extra stuff. And then they want somebody to be a partner, but they also want them to take care of all the responsibilities in the house. It's just like a lot, bro. They don't know what they want. And a lot of black women, they're the same. I mean, some of them are the issue. It ain't me, so I can't speak on that. So that's just what it is. So I'm definitely tired of black men. I'm giving up dating for a while. It is, and it's so crazy, the journey that I'm on right now, the healing journey that I'm on right now, I'm not even being approached by men. I mean, I haven't posted anything on social media. I really don't do the little dating apps because these motherfuckers crazy out here now. And I gotta stop cursing for 2023. But some words, some adjectives just don't explain things the way that I need them to. Ain't good, nothing good like a good cuss would. A good cuss from the depths, from the ancestors. All right, let me get on because I got shit to do, y'all. See, I just said I was gonna try to stop cursing, but it is. Oh, and I'm pretty sure some people don't think that's ladylike, but if I'm in a professional setting, if I'm around people, of course, I'm not just gonna be cussing like a sailor. But this is a podcast. We're having fun. I'm shooting the shit, literally. So if you don't like it, turn it off. This if you still watching this long. But I'm going to sum all of this up. In my next episode, I'm definitely gonna do Passport Bros, because I have been itching to do this topic and fire these clowns up. They'll probably be all in jail by the time I get ready to do this episode. Because this little dude from Houston, y'all, he been chased out of, what is it, Dominican Republic, Brazil, somewhere. I don't know. People out here going nuts. But let me go ahead and close up because I got things to do. And I got to work, you know. And I got to do some editing and all that good stuff. So thank you all for joining me. I am trying to get better with staying on topic. Well, I mean, it's a podcast, so we just talk about a lot of things, right? So go ahead and follow me on all of my social medias. I don't post, but if y'all start following me, then I will. My page is private, so I guess I can make it public. Just because I be having weirdos, like when I block them, maybe they found a way to DM me and all this type of stuff. So it's just for peace of mind and just not having to deal with crazy people in my DMs and stuff like that. So if I start getting more followers and you guys want to talk to me on social media, Khadija Denise on TikTok, Denisha Hyatt on Instagram, and I'll leave all that stuff in the description. But without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, and I've said this like 3 times, so y'all, I'm sorry. Thank you for joining me. Go ahead and download if you're listening to the podcast. Even if you don't listen to me all the time, just download it, y'all. I need these downloads. Go ahead and subscribe if you don't watch all the videos, but still watch them, because I need the watch time, y'all. I'm trying to make this money so I can give y'all some better content, invest in some new mics, you know, new cameras, get to travel, you know, all that good stuff. So 2023 is gonna be a great year. Thank you all for joining me. I love you all, and I always tell y'all, protect your energy, protect yourself. Just be safe, man. Be coherent, be cognitive. I be trying to use words because I'm trying to expand my vocabulary, but I just be saying little crazy stuff. And okay, let me just hush, because I'm hungry and I'm starting to ramble. Anywho, thank you all for joining me for the 4th time, and be safe. Love y'all. Thank you for supporting me, all that good stuff. Peace out. Khadijah out. Gang.